What's up? Hey. Dude, so we're going to mark this day down in history for me figuring out what the noise is.
Uh-oh.
See this?
Yeah. EMI. Ah.
Anyways, anytime I brought this near this cable, it's doing it right now. I can hear it. You might not be able to hear it.
No, I heard that.
Yeah, so it's my phone.
Oh, what do you know?
I always keep my phone right next to, my stuff so I can look
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Wow.
Would you look at that?
Way to go, man.
That's exciting for me. I thought it was like, I didn't know what piece of equipment it was. I was like, it's one of these things.
Yeah. No, that's cool, dude.
Sweet.
How do you feel about that? Pretty good?
I feel pretty good, man.
Cool.
Pretty pumped up. Are you drinking beer for this round?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
So
Go ahead and enter.
You ready? Oh, it's nothing special, but I mean, okay. So it's a Three Floyds. Whoa, it's Three Floyds again. This one's called Gumball Head. I was like, whoa. It's a wheat pale ale. 5.6 or so.
Sweet.
It's good.
From the same company?
Yeah, Three Floyds.
Sweet.
So I was at the store, right? And I was buying a 6-pack, and I'm like, I just swapped 2 bottles.
Yeah. They know it's happening.
Yeah. I mean, they should just allow you to do mix and match, whatever the hell you want. Like,
Right.
I'm just like.
Yeah, I agree. It's always a fun game. So I really want to try that one. It's way over there, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, in January, my wife hasn't drank in a year.
Nice.
But we usually do like dry January.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it. It's 1 month out of the year that,
Yeah.
And then there's this challenge at the gym. Like, people are dieting all crazy and
yeah,
they're weighing, whatever. So I just want to participate in that and
cool.
Just see. I don't intend on winning anything, but I just want to,
do it, man.
So,
do it. Do it.
I've been eating steaks I've been eating like steaks and mashed potatoes every day. Like,
that's amazing.
Oh, dude, we had some really good fillets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it was like $27 a pound, but man, they were good. They were delicious.
My dad he got a big block of ribeye, something. Whatever you cut ribeyes off of, that's what he got, a big block. And he was cutting them out for Christmas.
Prime rib?
So, yeah, prime rib.
Yeah.
So he cut me out 4. Oh, dude, we had 2 of them last night.
What kind of sauce you serve that with? Jus?
No, dude, for me, Jackie likes A1 sauce.
Okay.
But for me, I just do salt, pepper, and garlic. That's all I do. Yeah. No sauces. If you give me like some super creamy mashed potatoes, that's even better. You know what I mean? But salt, pepper, garlic. If you can get those 3 things right on a steak, I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I like A1, but with prime rib, I like to do like a creamy horse radish.
Dude, my mom did that for Christmas.
The white sauce.
Yeah,
little horsey sauce. Yeah,
I never had it.
It's good, man. It's good.
It was on the sneak. It was really good.
Yeah. So I thought about doing prime rib, but I didn't get fillets were easier because it's just easier to cook. Prime rib, man, if you screw it up, I don't know, it's a lot of meat to go to waste.
A lot of meat.
Yeah. And anyway, maybe next year.
What kind of grill do you have?
So, dude, I scored a Weber Summit.
Ooh, the big boy.
4-burner.
Yeah.
Stainless steel with the side burner.
Very nice.
Scored it for $300, dude.
Even better.
It was like brand freaking new. Okay.
How?
So, well, first of all, this is another crazy story. So I put out an alert on eBay for Weber grill with used. Oh, this is the search criteria, filter criteria, within 10 miles of my zip code, or 20 miles, right?
Yeah.
So one day, a Weber Genesis shows up for $250, the enamel one. It wasn't stainless, no side burner. For $250, it was really nice. It was still a good deal.
Yeah.
And I bought it because on eBay, like, I don't see how you can do well selling something local.
I know.
It's when you're appealing to shipping it and everyone can bid on it, you're going to win, or you're going to get a lot of money as a seller.
Way more traction, at least.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, bam, I just bought it. And then I go to this guy's house, and it was a natural gas hookup, which was ideal for me because I don't want propane tanks, because I like the natural gas, dude. Never run out of gas.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The guy didn't even know how to disconnect it. He's like, oh, I think I got to call the plumber. I'm like, dude, you just freaking yank it. Turn the valve off.
Plumber.
I mean, anyway. And then, so I bought this grill, right? And I still had the eBay alert. And the next couple days, the Summit came up. I was like, ooh, $300. I gotta get this, right?
For sure.
What happened, it was a young couple that got this from their parents, and they were in the city, living in an apartment or condo or whatever, and it was a natural gas hookup. Yeah. So they couldn't even use it because they needed propane.
Right.
And Weber will no longer sell the kit to change it back or forth.
Really?
Because people have been blowing themselves up, man. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Figure. But it's all it is a jetting change, man.
That's all it is.
It's all jets, right?
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because propane burns hotter you need smaller jets with propane. Okay. Natural gas is at a lower pressure, and there's less BTU content in the. I
don't know why I didn't think about that. It is jetting. It has to be jetting.
It's just a goddamn jet, dude. And like, okay, the first one, the Genesis, I gave it to my in-laws for the lake house.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Okay. And it was natural gas. He ordered the jets, and he put them in. It wasn't hot enough, so he just drilled them out a little bit. Then the flame was a little bigger. And that thing burned super hot. It was a little too big. I mean, dude, it would get up to like 700 degrees.
Holy crap.
Like, but dude, you can sear some serious steaks on there.
Bump those mains up. That makes total sense, though. That's an air fuel mixture. It makes total sense. Once it's ignited, you just gotta keep it rolling.
That's it. So these people didn't know, and I got both of them are cheap, which is awesome.
That's killer. I have the Genesis. The Genesis 2.
Okay. So it's a 3-burner, right?
3-burner. Yep.
Yeah.
And I've mastered it, dude. I just love that thing.
Are the burners vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
It's one of the newer ones. It's like a little pyramid. They go straight back.
Okay, so the knobs are in front.
Knobs are in front, yeah.
Okay.
But the burners are all, like, if you're standing in front of it, you have 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Mine was the older, and they were on the side, so they ran horizontal.
Horizontally, okay.
Now with the Summit, with the 4 burners, that's pretty good for like some smoking, because I can do the leftmost, rightmost burner, and then just the middle are off, and I can get low heat and put a smoke box on one of the burners.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I love
that's
barbecue.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, because that's like a $1,600 grill.
Dude, we just went in. We split up Jackie's father-in-law's Christmas present. We all went in, like 3 people went in on it. $349 for the Genesis 2 for the one that I have.
Okay.
$350 for a 3-burner. It's relatively small. I mean, I think it's the perfect size grill.
Yeah.
If you're not cooking for 7 or 6.
6. Yeah.
6. Yeah. But yeah, good, man.
No, Dude, Weber's are awesome. They're really good grills.
I like that I can go to the hardware store and pick up parts for it.
Yep.
You know, and then head back home.
Yeah. So. That's right, man. So there you go. There's a tip for you guys. If you're looking for something, like set up an alert on eBay for used and within like a 10 to 20 mile range from your zip code, and just be patient. Like I waited, dude. And that's how I scored my compressor. Like I just had that alert. Boom. And then you got to snipe it, dude.
Right.
You got to put your...
Yeah, I mean, ready to go.
So...
You have to have, what are they called, burn bags? You have me ready to go with cash.
Yeah, actually, these grills were buy it now, so I just bought it immediately.
Yeah, that's right. Duh.
But no, the compressor was an auction, but whatever.
Snipe it. Cool. Well, I'll be drinking tonight.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We're slowly getting down to it. New Belgium. You know the name. Do you have New Belgium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fat Tire.
Yeah.
And,
so this is the accumulation IPA. It's a white Indian pale ale, so I'm hoping it's not as like Rhiney, the weird mouthfeel, 3-finger top.
Yeah.
I'm start saying that for all of them, dude.
go to Beer Advocate.
I will.
And read. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up. Like, hold on. This is funny.
Oh, this is weird. I wasn't expecting it to taste like that. It tastes like bread.
So yeah, let me read something like off that last beer I drank.
Yeah.
Pours a hazy red copper with 3 fingers, a soapy white head that slowly fades to a cap and leaves tons of lacing. Really dark for an APA, but it looks awesome, as does the can art. The nose presents a nice balance. I get lots of citrusy hops, lightly spicy yeast, crisp bread, and caramel malt, offering up more subtle notes of orange and honey. And I can go on, but man, these
they make that sound like gold, man.
Dude. Oh, it's
I
funny.
love it.
It's like fucking poetry.
Yeah, man. Beer poetry. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Reviews are great. Dude, some people are just too funny for their own good, man. I'll tell you what.
So when you post a video on YouTube, do you get a bunch of like porn comments?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the Broken Moto show just went up, and I'm like, oh, there's a few comments. I'll go check them out, and it's, you know, they're funny. They're like, "I love you," kissy face, and it's like this
12
dude named Mark,
32,
this Asian woman in the thumbnail. I'm like what are they trying to do, man? Like
bots, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I usually only see like one. Like one. I noticed them on Broken Moto show. I'm definitely noticed them there. I've seen like maybe one on MotorcycleMD, but I also don't dig into the comments.
Yeah.
Just for anybody who knows, my outlook on comments on YouTube is I don't spend my life there, and I will never spend my life there. I think it's a waste of time in most aspects. But the first 48 hours, I'll answer comments. So all you new viewers out there watching Broken Moto Show or MotorcycleMD, you got 48 hours, man. Hit it up 20 hours. After that, I am no longer in that. I'm done.
So, I'm done. You know, I know you mentioned that a while back, and I used to reply to every comment.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, I think I get like 3,000 or 4,000 a year or something crazy, right? Just like that's a lot of comments to respond to.
Yeah.
So now I have some new rules. Like if I answer your question in the video somewhere, then I probably won't reply because it's in the video, man. That's why the video's there.
That's fair.
I mean, I think I respond to like 50 to 70% of them now.
That's good.
But
I'm not saying what I do is the right way to do it. It's how my how I work.
But you can spend your life responding to comments.
Absolutely, man.
And I don't want to do that. I want to help people, but I don't I don't want to jam on the keyboard all day, right? So
especially for motorcycle stuff, man, because it's not so one answer.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, you can't, but yeah, you can, but you might need to do this as well. You also need to make sure that you're checking this. And you're like, dude, that's four paragraphs, man.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
All we can do is our best, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Cool. Sweet.
All right.
Do you want me to kick it off?
I could do it.
Okay.
Got the last one. I was just making sure we're done bullshitting here. So
I think so.
Okay. All right. What's up, everyone? All right. What's going on, guys? This is episode 22 of the Broken Moto Show. I'm Matt from How to Motorcycle Repair. Oh man. Okay.
No, I'm Matt.
I'm Matt from howtomotorcyclerepair.com, and here is Cody from MotorcycleMD, and this show is all about answering your questions that you submit, and we just try to bang out these questions in these episodes.
Yeah.
So, Cody, what's that email, and go over the rules needed for the questions.
The email is askbrokenmoto@gmail.com. That's how you reach us. That's the only way you'll end up on this show, and we do need you guys. Okay, as we're shooting this now, these are the last questions we have in the email box, right, Matt?
That's right.
These are the last ones.
Empty.
So in order to keep this going, we need you to show up. Okay, we enjoy it. We hope you guys do too as well. So in the subject, you can just put the year, make, and model. Will be great, or the tagline, whatever you want to email us about. We're looking first to as descriptive as possible. If you did anything with carburetors, let us know about the jets. What'd you do? Pictures, videos are great. Pictures of your bike. We'd love to see your bike. We'd love to see your face. Feel free to make a video about what it is you're talking about so that we can meet you, everyone else can meet you, and you can show up on the Broken Moto Show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thanks, man.
So,
first question?
Yeah. You want to do it or should I?
I can get it.
All right, go for it, man.
Ye who fires the show off must waiver the first question. Broken Moto Show.
Oh, okay.
421.
I'll never remember that, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, guys. I have a 1977 KZ650 with 24,000 miles. Compression is good and even across all four. When I bought this bike, it had a 4-in-1 Kirker, which is a cool brand, and I put pods on it. It is a bitch tuning for a quick start. Carbs are rebuilt complete per your videos. The idle screws are adjusted at mid-range plus or minus. So I guess halfway is what I don't know. Idle jets are clean. What?
No, he said idle screws as in plural, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Idle jets are clean and OEM sized. My problem is that the bike smokes and seems to be remedied by slight adjustments of the idle screws. But it's finicky and I always seem to be chasing it. Doesn't seem right. I know pods are problematic. This bike has the vacuum operated petcock that functions correctly as far as I can tell by testing. The smoking seems to get worse as the bike warms up. Key sentence of this entire email. Oil level is correct. Float level is good. Excuse me. Case vent is free. This is driving me crazy. Any ideas? Bill from Michigan. Hey, side note. Have you ever heard of the motorcycle show that goes on near you called like Old Bike Barn puts it on? I think it's called like Your Mama Way or what is it?
Oh, Mama Fried.
Mama Fried?
Mama Tried.
Mama Tried. That's what it is. Mama Tried. Is that near you?
It's in Milwaukee, I think, or
okay.
Yeah.
Mama Tried.
I had a customer that I worked on his Harley. And he had that sticker on there, and he's like, oh, I was talking to him about it. He's like, yeah, it's awesome. And I've been meaning to go, but I don't get out, dude.
I think me and Jackie are going to go.
Really?
Yeah, because they have flat track stuff that goes on Friday nights or something like that.
Yeah.
And I would she just bought a shirt from them because she was like, I just love this logo. Like, this logo is super 70s, and I love it.
Well, in that case, I'll meet you there.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So we'd probably fly sometime, and then I'll just hook up with you, man, and we'll link up.
For sure.
Cool, man.
When, though?
Setting dates with my friends.
When?
I don't know. I mean,
is it going on in 21?
I mean, they were talking about it as of recently. So
okay.
I don't know. I'll look into it more.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool, man. So back to Mr. Bill. I don't think he has a carburetor issue.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, in nowhere in this paragraph does it talk about a runnability issue. Only that it smokes.
Well,
he only talked about it smoking.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. No. I was going to add to it. I'll let you finish, and then I'll put in my 2 cents.
I mean, you can have good compression with worn rings all day. I mean, or decent compression. Compression is good and even. Cool.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he gave a number.
A number, right.
Yeah.
But bikes that smoke off start, usually they're burning a little bit of oil potentially, or they're super, super rich and it would barely run. And if it's smoking more as the bike gets hotter, it's because tolerances are starting to open up. You could have wear inside the cylinder rings, most common. Maybe one side is worn out, or it could be like a valve guide thing. But usually valve guides are going to smoke right off the bat. It's not going to matter if it's hotter. It's just going to be like on startup, boom, it'll start smoking. But as it gets hotter and it smokes more, I'm going to call it worn rings and cylinder. Okay. That's my 2 cents. I don't think it has anything to do with the carb. Him thinking that he's remedying it with changing the idle. Cool, you're dropping the idle down lower. It's not running, as hard as it would be with the idle up.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So, well, here's what I was thinking. First thing he mentioned, it was hard for a quick start. Mm-hmm. Then he said, it smokes or whatever, but I remedy it by slight adjustments of the idle screw, but it's finicky and I always seem to be chasing it. Okay. So the idle is hunting on him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking the carbs need to be synced. I think they're way off. I've had bikes that were out of sync smoke, and it was white smoke. It wasn't blue smoke, but it was white smoke. And I for the life of me, maybe you can help me with this. I don't know why that happens, but it's happened to me. And then, I synced it and it ran smooth. Smoke was gone.
Yeah.
So if carbs are out of sync, you're not going to be able to just tap the start button and it'll run. You'll have to give it half throttle or whatever and get it to go. And then the idle speed is you're always going to be chasing it. That was just something I would think about or try. Maybe the sync is off. I don't know.
I think low compression. I think lower than normal. Because he says it's a pain in the ass to tune it for a quick start. Probably he's trying to and finally it fires up. Or like you said, if that sync is way off, you're gonna be trying to milk it and give it a bunch of throttle and try to get to at least try to fire up. Then eventually it will. Then it'll cut back off again. So I prop up your answer as well because.
I mean, it could have vacuum leaks too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 77 KZ 650 with 24,000 miles. To me, I'm like, I don't think that motor is 100%.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to know what are the compression actual numbers, and then what color is the smoke. I mean, if it's blue,
yeah,
then it's oil, and you're dead on, dude. You know,
those two simple things are super helpful, and would probably help us hone in on like one solid answer for him.
Yeah,
you know, color of the smoke and what his compression numbers on. We'd be like, I don't know what it is then.
Yeah. But hey, he's got enough info here to do some more digging. Yeah.
Cool.
So
thanks for the email, Bill. So guys, we have what we call a beer fund. All right. And the reason why we did it is we thought it might be cool to be able to allow you guys to help support us, sponsor us in a way by buying us a beer. This one, Matt, again, it's going to be under the 5 range. It tastes like I'm drinking bread. Damn. So these back-to-back episodes, both were misses on Cody's beers, but it's okay because I won't get them again. You know, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
you weed out the weak, but because of you guys, I'm able to do that. Matt's able to try some different beer out, and we just appreciate you. Well, why don't you call them out, Matt?
Yeah. So let's acknowledge a couple guys here that has helped us out in the past few weeks. So we got the Fitz, and we have Dustin. So thank you very much, guys, and cheers. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. All right. So
next question.
This is awesome. Go ahead, Matt.
It's Joe.
It's Joe.
Joe on 2 wheels with the TaoTao 50. Yeah, he's got another update here.
We won't even call it a question. We did last episode, and it's an update.
It's an update on his electrical gremlins. All right, so I'll try to paraphrase this, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You guys know the deal.
No, actually, it's pretty short. It's like a paragraph.
Okay.
It's not 2 pages. So he started researching rectifiers from known brand motorcycles. It's standard 4-pin connector. So that means finding an RR, regular rectifier, that will work will be easy.
Yeah.
He's just got to look for a 4-pin, research the specs, and make sure it's both a rectifier and a regulator. So he got one from a Yamaha that has more powerful charging system, plugged it in, and it works.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, he's been burning through regular rectifiers on his 2019 TaoTao New Speed 50 scooter. It's just been burning it up. That charging system knows no bounds.
You know, this is the guy that's tearing it up the mountains.
Tearing it up.
At Big Sur or Northern California, right?
In the wind. Yeah.
Like for 14 hours a day, right?
Yeah, dude. Knees in the breeze, bro. Knees in the breeze.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with all these carcasses of projects, and this guy's just ripping around.
I wish I had the time to burn up my regular rectifiers.
You know what, Joe? Do us a favor, because I know you're going to be giving us more comments or questions or feedback.
Yeah.
Give us some,
which we appreciate.
Yeah, give us some pictures of your adventures, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like some nice scenic pictures, because right now there's like 4 inches, 5 inches of snow out back.
Yep. It's wet and cold and rainy here. There's nothing really to look at at all. Everything's dead.
And I used to live in Los Angeles, and I love California, man. It's like you drive an hour and it's completely different. You drive another hour or two the other way, it's completely different. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing state, man. So
Joe, we're calling you out, dude. We need by whatever means necessary, the dopest pictures you've taken of your scooter with a sunset background in California.
Yeah, there you go.
We're calling you out, man. We need it. Oh, awesome. Man. Thanks for the email, Joe. All right. Question 3 from Dustin. It's a general comment is what's labeled. Cool. So, hey, Matt and Cody, I don't have a question, but I just want to tell you that I really dig what you are doing on the Broken Moto Show. I spent 6+ years wrenching on bikes professionally, and I've been offering advice to local riders needing repair assistance via online groups or in person for the decades since I've moved to the white collar world. I love sharing knowledge and empowering people to learn a skill or fix their own stuff. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to just that. I put up videos on repairing, making, and DIYing all kinds of stuff. Did he leave us his YouTube channel?
No, he didn't. I was going to say, why didn't he do that? We would have totally put a link.
Yeah, I would have totally let people know. Maybe we'll find it and we'll put it up here for people to see.
Yeah.
I'll email them back or something.
Yeah.
All right. So also I was helping a buddy work on a 2002 VTX 1800R. It's a fuel injected cruiser from Honda a couple weeks ago, and we determined that the fuel pump was bad. Of course, Honda doesn't offer just the pump itself. That's correct. You have to buy the whole assembly, which is nearly $400 because it's a fuel sensor unit, all that kind of crap all built into one. He needed to get it going sooner than waiting on a OEM part to come in. After some Googling, I discovered that a fuel pump from a 1999 to 2004 Nissan Frontier looked identical to it. So we drove a couple miles to this auto parts store, and sure enough, it's an identical fuel pump motor, direct swap. I love it. I love it. Got the bike going for just under $100 in parts. Looking at the OEM Honda number for the assembly, that part number is only used on the 02 and 04 VTX 1800s. But something to keep in mind, if you happen to get a question about this year range, we got the scoop, Matt. We got the scoop. Keep up the good work and have a Merry Christmas, Dustin. Awesome email.
Nice.
That was a great email from Dustin. We wouldn't have to answer nothing, dude.
Yeah. So what do we do? Talk about nothing for the next 2 minutes?
No, I think it's really cool when people share that kind of information with like direct part swaps.
Yeah.
Nissan Frontier, is it a good car? I don't know. Is a fuel pump worth it? I don't know. But it works. It's a direct swap, and it's less than $100.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And to add to this, because, I work as an engineer and I got to package things. Oh, okay. You're trying to design a product, right? And you can't do everything yourself. So you source parts from companies to jam in this application and make it all work. So like Honda, for example, probably uses a certain fuel pump manufacturer. What is it?
Starts with a Z, I think. Mitsubishi or something like that.
I was going to say like all the calipers and all the brake parts on all the dirt bikes are Nissan.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're not making it. They're just saying, hey, Nissan, or whatever however you pronounce it, make me this master.
Who's going to make this cheapest?
Yeah. Or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, it's possible that a fuel pump fits many applications.
Absolutely.
But whatever. So,
absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble people run into on the old Magnus, like in the 80s. I can't give you exact date, maybe 82, 83, something like that. The old V40, V65s. The fuel pump go bad on them, right? And then they start making an audible click, 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 click. And it's working, but the click gets louder and louder until it doesn't work. It's kind of like I don't know what's going on. Man, this stuff is nasty, dude. Oh man, I honestly, I'm not gonna finish this. Which is not a saying that is used in my house. It's not, and that's not a saying we use in my house too often, dude. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this. So guys, the past 2 beers, don't buy this one, okay? New Belgium, you let me down. Anyways.
Oh, it sucks.
I used Honda does not make the fuel pump anymore. You can't get it. It came in retro. I've been searching the earth for retrofitting a Honda pump to this one. It's like a certain wire, right? So like this, it plugs into the fuel pump with a certain amount of wires. So there's only so much that you can do. It's like a 6-wire system. It's like running a signal off of the coil. It's something dumb like that, right?
Okay.
I found I started looking in. No, I called another dealership and I asked them. I was like, who is one of like y'all's best technicians there? They put me on the phone with this dude, right? And I was like, listen, can you think of a fuel pump that's external of the tank that it's like a 6-wire system? And he was like, yeah, I think there's like some kind of Marauder, like he's like look up like 2000 to 2000 something Marauder fuel pump. I was like, cool. Marauder.
It's a Suzuki, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did, and now I pulled up the wiring diagram to see how many wire it was. That son of a bitch has the same connector, same amount of wires, and it's the same size. The only thing that's different is just the nipples are like a little bit bigger, so you really got to push the fuel lines onto it. Boom.
There you go.
And that knowledge will go down in infamy because it's just like it's the fix. It's the only fix I know for those fuel pumps because you can't get them.
Yeah.
And Honda does that all the time, man. With parts, they'll show you the part exploded, but it's like, oh yeah, you can't replace any of that stuff, so you gotta get the whole thing.
Right.
Like, well, then why are you showing me the parts? Don't tease me.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate that email.
Yeah, that was nice. Cool.
It was very warm. Thanks, Dustin.
All right, question number 4. This is from Jose in Long Island, New York. Good day. I live in New York, Long Island. I have a 96 Yamaha Royal Star Deluxe, owned since 98, purchased used from a dealer with 2,000 miles. Presently at 28,000. Garage since purchased. During winter season, start and warm her up for 15 minutes every 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 days weekly. Every 2 to 3 days weekly. Sorry. Question. At what point should I be concerned about the carburetors? She starts up great every time, only replace the normal basic wear items. Last big item was the water pump seal. Should I run carb cleaner through the tank for PM, which means preventative maintenance purpose? Thank you, Jose. First off, I don't think you should just start it in the middle of winter. I think you should just let it sit. The reason is you start it up for a little bit and then you don't ride it because it's probably snowy and salty out. So you're running it and the pipes don't get hot enough, so condensation forms in there. You shut it down and then you just have water sitting in your exhaust. I mean, I don't think you get the bike hot enough to burn all that off.
Right.
So how I would, because I'm in the same climate, New York, Chicago, same thing. I would fill that tank up tip top, would treat it with Stabil and just let it sit the whole winter. That's 4 or 6 months, right? 4 months. Should you be concerned about the carburetors? I don't think there's any magic bullet to pour in your tank and have the carbs clean. I think you could probably try some seafoam, but again, I don't know. Honestly, whenever I get a bike and the carbs are too far gone, Cody and I would not have any work to do if we just poured something in the tank.
Yeah.
And the problem would go away. There would be no service facilities anywhere.
Right.
So, I swear by Stabil. Just use that stuff if you're going to be storing the bike. And if you just keep the fuel fresh, you should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll add, it's a great concern for sure, because we're in winter time now. Don't do carb cleaner in the tank. Don't do that. What I would do is I would do a combination of what Matt said. And what I would do is you don't need to, exactly what he said, you don't need to start it up as often. You start with 15 minutes every 2 or 3 days weekly. Like that's brutal. That's brutal. On the motor, that's brutal because it's so cold and you're not letting the bike get to operating temperature, which means that you're creating moisture inside the motor. You do that over and over and over again. We actually had to stop starting up bikes and bringing them out front of the shop in the mornings during the winter time, because by the time that it was spring and they sell and we check the oil, it's like milky white, just pure milky white from it being so full of moisture.
Yeah.
They don't have time to burn it. That's why bikes they need to be ran. That's the biggest thing that can kill a bike, is it not running to get to that operating temperature, which is helping it cook that moisture out of the system, which is why you have crankcase breathers and all that stuff. So every 15 minutes, it's overkill. You can go probably 2-3 weeks without starting it up. Okay. I like what Matt said. Fill the tank up full. I would use premium, the best grade gas that you got, local, and Stabil it up with the directions on the back of the Stabil. More is not necessarily better with that stuff. Just follow the directions. It'll be set. And then if I were you, I would run the bike every 2-3 weeks with that good treated gas in there. That way the gas in the carburetor is not allowing itself to evaporate. You are getting some fresh stuff down inside of there to hopefully give it its best fighting chance. You can't stop carburetors from clogging up, but so much. There are 1,000 different ways. You can drain them, you do all this stuff, but doing what you're doing is fine. Just slow your roll, okay? 2-3 weeks, let it get out. If you have a liquid-cooled bike, run it until the cooling fan comes on. Just let it cook there. Just let it sit there and cook, because the liquid-cooled bikes are meant to be, they're meant to do that. Run it until the cooling fan comes on, and then you know that your cooling fan works. You know that coolant's being circulated through the bike. You know that it's not any type of overheating problem. That means that you do have coolant in the system. That means that your bike's going to get to operating temperature. That means that you've done 10 different things by just letting the bike run. If it's liquid cooled, if it's air cooled, don't do that. But I like what Matt said for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way. Just, I think maybe he's doing it too frequently.
Way too frequently. Yeah.
So, I mean,
he's too anal about it.
Yeah.
He's too scared of it happening. Yeah. Is what I read. Which is good, because it happens, Sure. Thanks, Matt.
That was 4 questions, man.
Yeah, man.
That's fast.
Knocked them out.
All right.
Cool. Anything to plug?
Dude, I got a lot of stuff work in progress.
Cool.
Everything's I got like 10 things and they're just inching. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's getting done fast. So
did you ever push for any further on the tunnel for your transmission?
Yeah, I cut it out.
Okay.
It's out.
Sweet.
I think I cut it out the next day.
Okay. Progress, dude.
So now what I'm battling with is the car's lowered. And now I have to set the drive line angles. So you got the engine and transmission that can be tilted, and you got the pinion angle of the differential. And also you got the drive shaft that connects the two, right? So the angles between the working angles of the U-joints have to be less than 3 degrees. Ideally,
sounds like you need to grab one of them there 6-foot bubbles. Bubble levels.
Actually, dude, there is an app for that.
Of course.
So check this out. Driveline Angle Finder.
What? That's what it's called?
Yeah. So look, you go in here and then you place this on the transmission, right? Set. You go to the drive shaft, set. Go to your pinion angle, set, and then it'll go bam. Your angles are out of whack.
What?
So it's easy, but the problem is lowering the car is in a good situation, and then you have this huge transmission that has to go way up. I may have to cut more out.
Oh.
Which I don't want to do. So I've cut enough out. So I'm just like looking at it and thinking, and scheming.
For sure.
And dude, so
I know how you feel, man.
It's overwhelming for sure at this point with everything else I got going on. So I'm just
you're tackling a lot of stuff right now, man.
Yeah. So it's driving me nuts. I got to finish something just to get it the hell out of here.
Right. I feel for you, man.
So, how about you, man?
Not too much. I'm really dude, I got an exhaust for this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I actually forgot that I left the original exhaust at work up in the mezzanine.
Okay.
And I was like, wait a minute, this bike came with an exhaust. And I grabbed it. You want to see how nasty this bike was?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they're stock pipes, but you can see how chewed up they are.
Yeah.
But they still got the tips on them. Just a real, but it's all there, you know. That was the reason why I bought the bike, was because it was all there. But you can imagine. I'll send you a picture of what the bike was originally.
Okay.
Okay. Because I have pictures of that. When I brought it home, it had high bars on it.
Oh yeah.
But so I have exhaust, so I have no more excuses not to fire this thing up.
So you're not using that. You're using something else?
I'm going to be building something. I'm going to have a buddy of mine do like some real nice hand welded pipes.
Okay.
But I can fire it up with these.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. So and that was my excuse.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So I'm really trying to just knuckle down on this. I may not shoot a lot of videos on it. I mean, I'm just wiring, like, you know, I'm like putting like the points together. I'm putting the coils and the wires together. Like, there's no reason for me to shoot that. And I don't feel like shooting it, you know?
Yeah, it's tedious. No, I know.
It's tedious, and like there's no point in me like doing that. So I'm kind of like taking bigger steps on it to just try to get it to fire up and run. I wanted to have it done last year, you know?
Sure.
And I think if I got it done and make it rideable, then I'll feel like I have some fulfillment there.
Right.
Yeah.
And then are you keeping that bike or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it unless someone gives me a bunch of money for it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll end up like it. I honestly, I think it would be cool to end up on like, you know, like a big mainstream Instagram for some shout out. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm kind of trying to build like a garage build bike. Maybe people will recognize it. I don't know.
Sure.
You know, I put a lot of work into it, a lot of time. I want it to look pretty. I think it will. I think that the end result will look really good. And that would just be like a little mini accomplishment of mine, is like just I built my own bike from you know, the bottom up all the way. Yeah. That was the one thing I've always wanted to do. So
you ever hear of a site called Bike eFix?
Yeah.
Dude, right there.
Yeah.
Get it on there, man.
That'd be awesome. I know a couple of guys who've done it. So
yeah.
There's a guy who Merlin Motorworks or Motorcycle, I follow him on Instagram. He does great work out of his garage, man. He rocks it, dude. He's like an airplane technician, and he has this like gorgeous gray and white CB350 that he built. You've probably seen it on there.
Probably.
It's got like a lower belly fairing. I mean, it just looks awesome. It's an awesome 350 they built. But that would be like a little mini dream of mine, is just to have a bike that gets recognized. Who knows if it happens?
So I got this customer that brought me a CB 550 that was done. He had it built and it was on Bike eFix. Okay. It was on all those websites. And it's one thing to see it online and then to see it in person. I'm like, wow, dude, there was so much detail. Like on every little part, it had something done to it.
I love that.
You know, it was pretty cool, man. A lot of hours, obviously.
Lots of hours
that go into something.
Every part you look at, you're like, I need to do something with this.
Yeah.
And that's what is hard. And that's what takes so long. Like, you know, I was mounting the ignition switch up there. That one right there. Right? Well, the piece behind it, that is supposed to hold the horn from the factory, and it's silver. I'm like, this is silver. I need to do something with this small little piece. Like, I can't have it silver. I have to like sand it, blast it, paint it, and then put it on there. It's like, that's a 3-day process
for a horn.
For a little horn mount with the horn mounts too.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about what you had mentioned with, maybe not. I forget what I was gonna say.
I don't know. I used to follow Bike eFix.
Yeah.
But I stopped because, I mean, I love the bikes and the pictures, but man, the comments drove me nuts.
Oh, like, really?
I started reading some of the comments that these people made. I really don't like how they did the chain on that bike. Like they would start like nitpicking.
Yeah.
And I couldn't take it, dude. Like, I don't know, man.
No, I know exactly what you mean, man. I know exactly. I mean, and as they say, dude, the more attention something gets, the more people that will not like it.
Yeah.
You know, the more attention you get, the more people that won't.
That's
agree with it or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, as soon as you hit that 1 milli on the YouTube subscribers, we have a bunch of people who are like, "This dude's a joke," and that's okay. Yeah. You know, all you haters out there, we don't care.
Yeah.
I forgot I was gonna say something, man. I felt like it was important, but maybe. Oh, it is important. So, there's a little surprise that will be onto the channel, maybe summer 2021. I've got a good buddy, he brings a lot of our wrecked bikes in. Like, you know, you have tow truck guys, right?
Okay.
And you try to stick with 1 or 2, right? Because you got to trust them with whatever bike that they're bringing in. You know, if it's a gold wing, you have to know that they're going to be okay with bringing a gold wing in from someone's house or whatever. And this guy's really awesome. Brings us in breakfast all the time. He's just an awesome guy. He's got like 83 CR80. Okay. CR80. He said he's going to donate it to MotorcycleMd.
Oh, okay.
For me to have and to rebuild it. So
nice.
I would love to rebuild an 83 CR80, old 80s red Honda.
Yeah.
CR2 stroke. Those were cool bikes, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that air or liquid?
It's air.
Okay.
I believe it's air.
Because my first bike when I was in 7th grade or 8th grade, it was an 84 YZ80.
Okay.
And I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd year liquid cooled.
All right.
Not sure. I forget. But did you ever watch the movie The Dirt Bike Kid? It's a movie in the early or late 80s, and it's about this kid who gets a YZ80, and this motorcycle can like has a mind of its own, and he puts headlights on it, 2 big headlights, and then, like it makes noise. The dirt bike, it could fly. Okay, it flies awesome. This kid around, whatever. But that bike is 1 year off from what I had, and I remember as a kid watching that movie, and dude, it was. I mean, you know,
it floored you.
Oh, dude. It's such.
I'm gonna be that kid.
It's such a cheesy movie, but it's hilarious. I just watched it not too long ago with my kids. I'm like, kids, you got to watch this movie.
This defined your dad's life. Play.
You know, like in the 80s movies, they have the same song every 5 minutes. It's like, you know,
dun, 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 dun.
It's like,
oh, that's awesome, man.
It's like Eddie Murphy in that one movie. What the hell?
America?
Movie? No. Oh, dude. Where he's the cop, Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay, yeah. It's Beverly Hills something.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the same goddamn music every 5 minutes. Oh man.
Yeah, man. So he said it's all there. I was like, what kind of shape is it in? He was like, it's in good shape. It's all there, I think.
Does it run or?
He doesn't remember if it ran or not. He go-karts. He like does he races go-karts.
Yeah.
So he's got a bunch of different toys. And he was like, as far as I remember, it was running before.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's even better. So
Dude,
I've never rebuilt a Honda 80 from the 80s 2-stroke motor before.
Yeah.
So I mean, new to me, and I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're gonna get all the parts for cost. Everything's rebuildable.
Yeah.
What else? Cool. Shit, what was I gonna say, dude? A lot of those vintage 2-strokes, there's a big following for that stuff.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff brings in some good money. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna dump a lot of money and time into it, but it's sellable.
Right.
It's not like you're working on, junk. It's definitely worth something. Restored.
Yeah. So
awesome.
I was like, hey man, next time you drop a bike off, bring it by. So you're like, yeah, I'd be more happy to donate it. So I think that'd be really cool. So I'm excited about that.
Hell yeah.
When it happens, I'll let you know.
Nice.
Cool. So that's it.
That's it, man. I got nothing else. Yeah, this is it. I know you want to talk for longer.
All right, Matt, let's go. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Who knows how much you just listened to, but we appreciate you.
Yep.
Again, Matt, real quick, what's the email for them to hit us up at?
Yeah, so we need some questions because this is all of them. So it's askbrokenmoto@gmail.com. Year, make, and model in the subject, and just be descriptive in the body, and pictures, videos.
Yeah.
Awesome, because then we can spruce up the show a little bit. So yeah.
For sure. Anything we talked about, tools, links, videos, whatever, we try to put them in the description for you guys. And feel free to donate to the beer fund if you feel led. We appreciate you guys seeing the value in the show.
Yeah, maybe Cody will buy some better beers next time, right?
Hopefully. Because this song is nasty.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
All right. See you guys later.
Later.